Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Odoazukulu, and if you're not subscribed on my YouTube channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button right now and also click on the notification button so as to receive notifications from me as I'm dropping videos. So today I'll be showing us how I achieve a very particular carousel design for Chuks Nelson. So there's this carousel design I worked on for Chuks Nelson. I'll be showing you how I achieved design. So Chuks Nelson Minister started in the Arise Concert 3.0. So Arise Concert is a concert done by Calvary Bible Church, CBC, Calvary Bible Church, and he ministered here. So the pictures I got from the ministration are easy to design a carousel design for Chuks Nelson. So the person that snapped the picture, a very big shout out to him because he did a wonderful job to the picture, and the pictures were dope. And of course, with the quality of the picture and the angles of the picture, I was able to do something that that is mind blowing out of with the picture. So I have this picture of Chuks Nelson here his ministration at the Ice concert. This is Chuks Nelson here, and I had to just duplicate it and put the motion blur there. In my last video, if you remember, I talked about conceptualization. Make sure you have a concept before you do a design, so as to make sure you do not derail from the purpose or like you do not derail from the idea behind the design. So I duplicated this picture and included the motion blur effect on it. So now I have another picture. I brought in another picture of Chuks Nelson. So this is a picture of Chuck Nelson with his team. These are the backup singer. So all I needed here was only the backup singer. And of course, Chuck Nelson picture is going to be somewhere here. But for now, what I needed here was only the backup singer. So I brought in another image. So this is the image I brought in. So now I was setting the whole background to make sure that okay at the end of it whatever thing I'm going to drop on the background like the overlay whatever thing I'm going to put on it to make sure the design look great, it doesn't affect my design because now I need to set up my layouts. Yes, so I started including those pictures as backgrounds to set up the layout of how it is going to be like. So I have this picture here now. This I went back to this very particular place. Now this is picture of Chuks Nelson, Chuks Nelson backup singer, and the picture is actually I did some editing to the picture. So the thing is, the editing I did for one picture was actually what I used for every other picture. So I just had to like alternate, drag and drop on any other picture I need to edit. So they have the same editing style, nothing is different there and everything. So this is this is the same editing I use for this very particular image here. Same thing I use here, the same thing I use here, the same thing I use all around for the picture. So now after this, I bought in like I said, I bought in this picture. I was working on the front page now, the front cover carousel design. So I bought in this picture and place it over here. Then I bought in another picture. So now this is a picture to fit into this background here. So why these pictures are being like this, like maybe scattered on this very particular place, and not a focus on a very particular part was that there are a lot of pictures, like I said, and I just have to bring in pictures that I feel okay, we fit in for here, we fit in for here, and to make sure that we are good to go and set. Now seeing these pictures, I knew that okay, this picture could actually work out for me in this very particular tiny space. So I include picture there. Now I have another image button, so which is the image, this image I moved from this. So now before I applied a Gaussian blur effect on this, I had to select this image of Chuck Nelson himself. I had to pick him out of this before I apply the Gaussian blur. So I applied the Gaussian blur because I wanted to make the background blur. I had to make the background blur, then the image on it. So I was not done with that yet. The background was blur, the image was on it, and okay. So I had to duplicate this image here. With the duplicated version, this is it here, and this is it, me turning it on. So now this version, the duplicated version, remember I told you I edited all images to be on the same camera or effect, so there will not be difference on anything when doing the design. So this is the duplicated version of this duplicated version. So you don't, because I put a blur gallery effect. Now let me turn it off so you see it. Like I said, the duplicated version of it. So this is I apply the blur gallery effect and move it all the way to the side like this, and make sure it is on the um image there before. So now I kept it up here because I don't want it to be down. All I have to just do was click on this smart blur effect and you know pick my brush, then brush off some parts around Chuks Nelson's face and his body to show other part of him, while this other side is blur. So I brought in a picture, and after bringing it in, I just obviously it will fit there because I was having issue with this piece before. It is too like open and nothing is going on there. Of course, things are happening up there, but the camera and everything, you can't capture what is there. So I had to like fill it up. So I had to bring in this image, and I feel like okay, this image will work fine there. So I brought the image in and I included it there. So this image now, I had to brush it before applying my camera effect. So I brushed it to make sure it is blending with this. After brushing it, I make sure and it is blending with this. So I put in the camera raw effect and we were good to go. So I have my Alimosho writing here, and actually I did so many things to this Alimosho writing. In fact, like if I bring it out of this place, you see it. I had to cut some part of it to make sure that it's at the back of Chuks Nelson, and brushed off some part to give that um feeling of Chuks Nelson at the front and like a shadow over it, a little bit of shadow over it. So let me zoom in so you can see it. So I brushed off some part, like I brush here, brush this side, brushed here, and do give that feeling that is on it. So now there was an issue here that I was trying to fix, so that's why I had to now bring in. I went to look for the blur gallery effect of this, or the particular picture that is this Chuks Nelson, the blur gallery effect. So which is this? So I had to take it from here and kept it over this Alimosho so as to get this. We have this now for the last background, to cover the last white background there, and I had to give it a hue and saturation effect so as to give it that blue feeling, because if you look at us using blue all through, which is this, so I achieved this blue. Yeah, this is what it was looking like at this stage, and well, there's still more work to be done, and you know blending here and so many other things. So now we have this here, the backgrounds are covered. You can't find the white background again, and we are looking good and ready to go. So now I brought in another image. This majorly everything I worked with here in this very particular design is all about image. So I brought in another image which I blended here. So this image here, I had to blend it. Let's zoom into the place. I had to blend it to this very particular image up. Remember this image I brought in from Chuks Nelson this year. So I had to blend this one. I had to blend it so as to create that feeling, a blended finish. So I had to blend it in this particular one, and we were going to go. So I decided to work on some things here, in this angle, to work on some things. So yeah, this is it. So how I achieve this is very very simple. I add my boxes. Let me turn off the images so you can see them. So I had my boxes arranged. This is the pattern I use in arranging it. So that I brought in my pictures and give them the editing effect. Then I created clipping marks on every of the boxes. So I created clipping marks on every of the boxes. Then duplicate the group. So after I duplicated this, I turned this off and we add this they are seeing right here. So I had to just position it strategically to make sure that it doesn't affect. Now there's a face here. I don't want it to affect this face. There's a face here. There's a face here. So now we have to just position it strategically, and also I want to cover the space that is here because we have this effect here only coming to this side. So I wouldn't want this side to just be so free and blank. So I have to bring it in to cover this part also. So after this, I brought in an oval shape. Where is it? This. So I did an oval shape, and after series of brushing, I make sure that it doesn't come out and affect the front page and the third page or the third side of the carousel. It maintains. I had to make sure it stays in slide 2 and does not affect slide 3 or slide 1. Then move closer to this very, very particular last background. So I did something there which is by including three boxes, one, two, then three. So now I have this three rectangles here. So I brought in different images from the administration. So this is image 1, this is image 2, this is image 3, and after that this background was achieved. I included this picture in this place. Now this year I brought in this picture to fill this part. So I created a gradient overlay, blue gradient overlay, because I needed some things to be around the corner, give it that blue feeling also in the down part of the design. So we started with this first, created the overlay here. So I created one here, it was there. So another one came in this side again. Then the other overlay gradient fill that are somewhere also. It just has to depend. It depends on the layers of the design. Then you know when to use your overlay and every other thing. And there are also other layers that are also going to be added to the design. But when we get there, you're going to see it. So now I brought in Chuks Nelsings image. So this is Chuks Nelsings here. Now I included the gradient overlay for this side and make sure that it is both, because I don't want it to be beneath. If it's beneath, you see this and here, this color, I might have issue with this color later. So I dropped it on top it, then it helped me deal with the color and give it that blue feeling. Yeah. So now I needed to do some things there. Like I just want to make this place, the front page dramatic, and I put this shape. So in his presentation, he was singing inside me, Yahweh is inside me. So I brought in this the text. I created in text inside me, Yahweh is inside me, Yahweh is inside me, and I had to just chop it by this side. Now this is layer one. Remember I told you that I was going to include some other layers, to make the design spicy. So let me show you what is in the layer. So now layer one is like a green effect. It's a brush. So this is layer one. So if you look closely to the design, you're gonna see some dots, 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 dots. So that is layer one. So anyway, you see layer one in this design, it's a grainy effect, like a grain effect or a dot effect. So now this is also a layer one, like I use it on the next page. So I wrote Arise theory here. Arise theory. After posting this design on a group of creatives, so I received different comments of how did I achieve this very particular text. It's very simple actually. This text, it is in white color. I wrote Arise theory, then I put it in white color. Now I had to pick an exclusion effect from the blending option. So an exclusion made it and gave me this very particular thing you're seeing here. So that's it. Very simple, and there's nothing out there. I did not clip any background to the text. I only changed the blending option from normal mode to exclusion blending. option. So you can click on. That was the same thing I did to this Alimosho also. They are saying here. Same thing I did to Alimosho also. So let's move on. So I bought in Chuks Nelsing image. After that, we have an image again. Now this image, okay, let me zoom out before you see. So now I wanted to put something here. So this is the image. I brought in this image here. Chuks Nelsing standing like this and gave it the camera raw effect, and of course dealt with my gradient fill. So I include the gradient fill by this corner, a corner, and I included another one here also. So this is what the design is looking like. Right, so I have this gradient overlay here also for Chuks this part. So because I don't want the leg to show very well that is, it won't look real if it's just standing like this. It's like it's floating on the air. So I brought in the gradient overlay, black one to fill in this side, another one to fill in this side, and make sure that this side isn't really showing very well. So with that, also brought in a text. I wrote a text Chuks Nelson, and I gave it an exclusion effect. Remember, it is an exclusion effect. It is very simple to do. So now we have by this side Arise TV. So now Arise TV, I brush this part to make it look realistic that the Arise is at the back of this particular image. So we have Arise TV, added layer to this side, layer one, that's the dot effect, added here, then I added in this very last space. So the design is finally done. So I plotted this design, then I bought it in. So this is the design when I bought it in this year. So this design I bought it in. After I bought it in, I worked on it in the camera raw effect. So the camera raw filter, after I bought in design, Control Shift A, the camera raw filter, then I went there and did perfect justice to the design. Now, this is the perfect justice done to this design. So color grading is essential. You need to know your color grading. You need to know how to use your color mixing. You need to know when to use your contrast. You need to know when to use your highlight. You need to know when to use your texture, your clarity. Those things you need to really know when to use them. So I did this, and like this is the design and this is the end product of the design. To those that have not watched the ending of this, I just feel they are missing something. So you need to watch the ending and see what this design is at the ending. So now this is a perfect design and we're good to go. So this is it, Control H. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of the design journey. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed yet, and make sure you click on the notification button, and do well to like this video, comment, and tell me what you feel in the comment section. So until next time, bye.